So the next thing I want to do now is I want to share my screen so we can look at the slide we want to talk about. Okay, so like I said, welcome to class today. My name is Sifawu, and today we're looking at real estate without mortgage. How can you start that your investment journey? Like I said before I started recording, please, if you have questions, you can either leave it in the chat box. We're going to open up the room for questions after the class, or you can just pen it down somewhere and you ask after the class. Currently, everyone is muted so that we can have decorum in the room so that we can all, within this 60 minutes that we have together, we can take something out of this session. So today, my first quote is, you don't have to be wealthy to start investing, but you have to actually start investing for you to build wealth. That is a quote. I'm not sure who said it, but I think I was the first one that said it. So it means for you to build wealth, you have to actually put investment as part of your strategy to build wealth. However, for you, you don't need to be wealthy for you to start investing. Like I said in my adverts, I will tell you how to start investing with just $10. And what is $10? $10 is about 2 or 3 cups of coffee. So can you spare that every week, or can you spare it every month? If you can, then you can start investing. If you have millions, you can also start investing. So today we're looking at real estate without mortgage, how to start building passive income starting with just $10, no property, no credit score needed. So who am I? My name is Sifawu. I'm an investment coach helping African immigrants build wealth abroad. I'm the founder and the lead trainer at the Diaspora Investor and Thrive 21. So my story is I relocated to Canada in 2020 in the thick of COVID. So immediately after the COVID in July of 2020, I relocated to Canada with my husband and my 3 kids. And just like every one of us, or most of us that are on this webinar today, we at one point or the other, we are immigrants in this country or in whatever country we are in. Meaning we left our comfort zone at one point or the other to start a new life in a new country. And that is the story. That is my story. Now, I remember when I came to Canada, the first place we lived was an apartment building, like all this chain of apartment building. And I remember staying on my balcony one day, and I just imagined if I could just have one of this apartment to myself so that I can be taking rent, so that I can build my income through rent. As Africans, we always want to have this rental property that brings income to us. So that was the notion I also brought into Canada. Fine, when I just imagined it, I now said, no, let me even try and see what it would take me to start my rental property journey. And of a truth, when I looked at the mortgage, the credit score, the everything, I'm like, no, this is not for me. And I want to believe some of us are also at that point where you say, oh, I don't think this is for me, right? And as I was scrolling through social media, just seeking knowledge, I just found a video that taught me how to start investing in the stock market, in real estate, getting real estate, buying real estate shares in the stock market without owning a property, without having a mortgage, without having no credit score. I don't need any credit history. And that was how I started my journey with just $50. I remember that then when I put that $50, on my mind was, well, let me just put this $50. If the $50 goes, well, it's fine. At least I can afford to lose $50, right? And few days or few months, few weeks after, I got my first dividend paid to me. I'm like, wow. So I can actually earn from real estate by investing in the stock market. And that was how my journey started. And today, I teach people how to invest in real estate using as minimum as $10. Like I said, if you can spare 2 cups of coffee every week, then you're good to invest. If you can spare 2 cups of coffee every month, then you can start investing. Because on this call today, we'll be seeing a shares that is less than $10, and I will pay you good dividends every quarter. So, like I said, I've helped first-time investors build passive income using their portfolio quarterly. In this presentation, you're going to see some testimonials from some people that have helped build their portfolio, people that never understood anything about investing. I'm a fellow believer in Christ. I am married to Larry Osikalu, and I have 3 kids. Okay. So next slide. Why should you listen to me? Maybe asking yourself, so why should I even listen to her, right? I've been where you are. I told you my story. Standing on that balcony, Daddy, I'm like, oh, let me just have one apartment to myself. Let me just be collecting rent, right? Let me just be taking rent from those people. I was confused. I was overwhelmed. And I was unsure if investing abroad was even meant for people like me, right? Because you're coming to a new country where you know you're not seeing people like you. People like you, they are not really into real estate properties and the likes. And you're wondering, well, I'm not sure. I was just at that confusion state, right? But I figured it out. And now I teach people how to do it with ease. I started with just $50. So you don't need that huge amount to invest. I started with just $50. And I'm saying on this call today, you go home with a share that is just $10 that you can buy today and right now, and it will pay you dividends. I've helped people get results. That is one of the reasons why you should listen to me. And I make investing simple. Like, I don't tell you jargons. I don't tell you what is cash flow, what is this. If I want to use that word, I'll break it down in such a way that a child in an elementary school will understand what I am saying. Okay, if you have questions, write them down, or you just leave them in the chat box. We'll take questions after the class. So today, if you stay to the end, I'll show you how to start investing in real estate style income without owning any property. You don't need to take a loan. You don't need to have a perfect credit score for you to start. Nobody will tell you because you want to buy shares in the stock market, they will say, oh, what is your credit score? Your credit score is 500, so we can't sell to you. No, you don't need all those. You don't need to go and enter into a huge debt for you to start investing. So that is what we're going to be learning today. Today, if you stay to the end, I will also show you how to invest in REITs. So REITs is real estate investment trust and dividend stock, even as a complete beginner. Like you don't even know what a brokerage account is. You don't know how to go to the stock market. We're going to be learning it on this webinar today. And you start earning passive income with as little as $10. You build your first portfolio step by step without confusion or jargons. So if you want to start building wealth and earning passive income, even with a small budget and no investing experience, then this webinar is exactly for you. So if you know you don't want to start building passive income, you're already wealthy, or you have that maybe $1 million that you can give to a financial advisor to build wealth for you, then this webinar is not for you. But if you know you want to take it step by step, then this webinar is for you. Yeah, before I go ahead, I am not a financial advisor. I do not recommend stocks for you to buy. However, I'm a financial educator. I teach you what you need to know, what you need to look for in the market when you want to buy stocks. So yeah, something to guide you during this webinar. If you can put your phone on silent, just concentrate. Just know that within this 1 hour, you want to get something out of this, avoid distraction, and give yourself moments to focus on your financial journey. So now that we know this, let's begin. If mastering the skill of building passive income through investing has been a challenge to you, let me know. Is it yes or no? Like you've been thinking, put it in the chat. You've been thinking, how will I master the skill of getting passive income? I've been hearing people on the internet say, oh, get passive income from investing. You can build your investment portfolio and get passive income. But you see that this has been a challenge to me. Okay, so I see answers coming in. A lot of people are saying yes, yes, yes. Okay, so don't worry, you get clarity from this webinar today. So if your answer is yes, you're not alone. If you open that chat box, you will see that there's somebody similar to you in that chat box that says it's true. I'm at this very point. I want to start earning income, but I don't know how, right? So you're not alone. Most of us were never taught about money. They don't teach money in school. Nobody taught us about money. I tell myself that I'm very fortunate because my dad taught me about money. At age 14, I read my first book, which is Rich Dad, Poor Dad, The Richest Man in Babylon. So I understood, even though I was not earning then, I understood what it means for money to work for you. I understood what a rich dad and a poor dad, how they think about money. But most people were not taught about money. And it's not your fault. That's a simple truth. It's not your fault. But now that we know, what can we do about it? Okay, so if you're in this webinar and if you want to build, like if you want to build real wealth and passive income, then this webinar is for you. If you want a simple beginner-friendly way to start investing, then this webinar is for you. If you feel stuck, confused, or unsure of the next step, then this webinar is for you. So from this list that we have above, do you want to just be earning passive income? Is that the stage you're in now? Or you just want a simple beginner-friendly way to start investing? Is that the stage you're in? Or do you just feel stuck? Maybe you've been reading, you've been going to the internet, you've been seeing a lot of people, and you just feel stuck, confused, and unsure of the next step. Is it 1, 2, 3 for you? You can just leave it in the chat box while we go ahead. So what are we going to learn from this webinar? In the next 60 minutes, you're going to learn about getting started as a confident beginner investor and how to build your passive income in just 30 days. Even without a finance background, you don't need a huge capital and you don't need the endless trial and error that most people do, and they begin to lose money in the market. So I'm curious to know, have you tried learning how to invest and build passive income before now? Is it a yes or no? You can leave it in the chat box. Yes, so, oh, Yemi said 1, 2, 3. I see. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so yes. Okay, so let's move ahead. So here is why you're stuck, using the common way of learning investing. There are too many random information online. You know the way this algorithm of social media works. Once you click on an investment video, something that talks about stocks, everything that comes to you for that day will be something about stocks, right? And there are too many random information. There's no information that is tailored to you to understand your condition, to understand that you're an African immigrant that have responsibility back home to your parents, to your extended family, to your auntie, uncle, auntie, uncle, auntie, uncle. You understand? They are not tailored to you. And most times these videos are full of jargons. Before you know anything, they're talking about capital gain. You're like, what is capital gain? Right? And they do not focus on they focus on complicated strategy. They're not meant for people like us, and no guidance for African immigrants. That is why you're stuck, because they imagine that you understand money. They imagine that, oh, when you earn your money, you know that, oh, I need to put a certain amount aside, and trying to figure it alone. And these are some of the reasons why you are stuck. So are you able to identify any of those reasons? So you think you need a lot of money for you to start investing. Yes, they've told you go and buy S&P 500. Like if I ask this class, how many of you have heard about S&P 500? I can guarantee that 90% have heard about S&P 500. And you go to the internet, you say S&P 500, S&P 500, you put it on browser. S&P 500 is about $6,000. You're like, what? Is it what they said I should buy? You understand? So you're thinking in your mind, you need a lot of money for you to start, or you're making the wrong move. You're afraid of making the wrong move. Like, I don't want my money to go into the market and my money will disappear. I told you when I was putting that $50, I was in 50-50 chance. Like, well, if I lose $50, well, I know I will not die, right? But when I got that my first dividend, I knew, wow, you're on the right track. Or you don't have a clear beginner-friendly advice. So right now, there are countless number of aspiring investors out there. People that want to start their investment journey. But what it will take you for you to become a practicing investor is what we're going to be giving you in this webinar today. Like, I'm not just aspiring that one day. I want you to start taking steps after this webinar. And I will be glad to hear your testimony that you're taking steps. So now let's get into why we're here. We want to learn how to invest. That is why we're here. And I'm introducing real estate without mortgage. using real estate investment trust to build cash flow anywhere you live. So yeah, this is what we're going to be learning in today's class. We're going to learn what are REITs. I said REITs are real estate investment trust, how to start investing with $10, the step-by-step process to buy your first REIT, and how to turn your portfolio into a passive income. How this method fits into a bigger wealth plan, because we're not just staying on $10. We want to build our wealth. Of course, $10 cannot build wealth for us, right? But it's a journey. It's a process. So we're starting from somewhere and we're graduating. So by the end of this webinar, you will not be stuck again, like you will get clarity. And that is what I wanted to take out of this webinar today. You will be armed with a beginner-friendly investment plan. You can start investing with $10. So let's just take some testimonials before we go ahead. This is Miriam. Miriam is a single mom who went from saving endlessly. Like Miriam was completely saving. She didn't want to put her money in the market. But today, Miriam is constantly earning passive income from the stock market that she was scared of. What about Amma? Amma is like my favorite story. Amma never knew she was doing day trading. Like she buys and she sees that the market is dropping. She just decides to sell. In her mind, she was investing, but she was investing without a plan. But today, Amma confidently invests. She has done her portfolio, and today she's earning passive income. What about Oge? Oge was a recent student. Oge too was like, oh, I need to understand this. She's gone to many friends, but they couldn't give her that clarity until she joined our course. And today, Oge is now earning passive income. Oge was with us in October. In November 14th, Oge got her first dividend paid to her. So, and this is our testimony. Tunde is also one of our past cohorts that went from not confused state into a dividend owner today. So now we are in the class proper. Have you heard about these companies before? If you hear this company, what comes to mind? So Six Flag are the people that do this summer fair, winter fair, all those things that those Six Flag. Have you heard about Target, Winners? Let me see in the chat. I said it's going to be interactive, right? So we're already in class now. So have you heard about Target, Dollar Tree, Amazon? Okay, so let me see the chat, if people have heard about them. Yes. So now that you've heard about this company, what comes to mind about them? So if we take Amazon, for instance, Amazon will say, oh, Amazon is an online place where you buy anything you want, you get on Amazon. But do you know that Amazon actually pays rent to somebody? Because Amazon cannot own all their warehouses. So that means for every seller that sells on Amazon, that drops their goods with Amazon, Amazon will rent a warehouse and put those goods there until they dispatch it out, right? That means the warehouse they are renting, they actually pay somebody for that. They pay rent to somebody. Winners, Target. Target cannot own all their stores. Most of them are in the malls, right? Now they pay rent to the mall owner. Six Flag, people that come to do the summer fair, winter fair, they are not the ones that own all those machines you're seeing. They go to somewhere to rent it. Six Flag will also pay rent to warehouse those things. Now, if all these companies are paying rent to somebody, and me as an individual, I'm looking to get rental property, I'm looking to get rental income, why not partner with companies that are already established, that can do all the weight lifting? All I need to do is just to invest in these companies and I'll be paid. What is my main aim of getting rental income? Like of getting a rental property is to make rental income. So I can either make rental income by having a physical property, or I can make rental income by having a stock in the market. And that is the idea behind real estate without mortgage. Because we're going to be getting rental income the same way you're getting rent. The person that owns a physical building is getting rental income, is the same way you that you're buying stocks in the market will be getting rental income. So let's go ahead. Now that we've established that all these are people that they pay people rent, right? They pay some landlords rent. Now, so let's look at how much are you leaving on the table. Simon is a property company. It's a REIT company. REIT is Real Estate Investment Trust. is a REIT company, which means they own different properties. They own different properties. Simon in 2020 was $48. To buy a single share in Simon was $48 in 2020. As of 2025, October 2025, Simon is selling for $175. $175 is what Simon is selling for as at October of 2025. Now, what is the percentage of increase in this month, in this thing? It's close to this 80, 120, 160. That's about $400, 400% increase between 2020 and 2025. Now, is the market always going to be this rosy? It is not possible. There will always be ups and downs in the market. Now, when you get a rental property, you're earning two things from a rental property. Number one is you're earning rental income, which is the rent that the tenant pays every month, right? Number two thing is you're getting capital gain. That means your house is appreciating in value. If you buy for 250,000, maybe after 5 years you want to sell, it's not 300,000. It has appreciated about 50,000, right? It is the same way when you buy stocks in the market. So let's say you bought Simon in 2020 for $48. Every quarter, Simon will send you dividends, which is your rental income, right? That's the first way you earn. Now that is 2025, Simon is selling for $175. If you say, I want to sell my Simon now, you can sell it for $175 and cash your money. They won't say because you've earned dividend for the past 5 years, you're not going to sell it for $175. No, you'll still be able to sell it for that $175 because that is the market price as at the time you want to sell it. Now, so why are people not doing this? It is because the information is not out there and everybody wants to say, oh, let me go and save the $60,000 down payment to get a property. And aside from that, remember that you're not lifting any weight. You're not looking for tenants. You're not repairing anything. The only thing you're doing is you're putting your money in the market. When you put your money in the market, you will sit and cross your leg. At the end of every quarter, you will get your dividend paid to you. Some even paid monthly. They will get your dividend paid to you. Okay, so let's move further. So what do you need to buy your very first share in the market? You need to open a brokerage account, right? So a brokerage account is an account you use to buy stocks from the market. It is not your checking account you use. You use a brokerage account. That's your intermediary between you and the stock market. We have a lot of brokerage accounts, but before we go into the types of brokerage accounts, how much do you think is required to open a brokerage account? While I take water. Let's leave it in the chat. How much do you think is required to open a brokerage account? I'm not seeing chat. Am I still in this class? Oh, it's free. Okay, Olubukola said $100. Elo said $0. Ngozi said $0. Adebukola said $100. Vanessa said $100. Okay, thank you for the answer. Actually, I'm not sure, maybe I should have asked in what country, but most countries, it is free to open a brokerage account. It is completely free in most countries, at least in Canada and in US, it is free to open a brokerage account. $0, you open a brokerage account. So let's go ahead. So what do you need? Okay, so what are some brokerage accounts you can open? In Canada, you can do Wealthsimple, you can do Questrade. These are the two most popular ones. And I like these ones because they are commission free. You don't need to start paying fees on things you're earning, right? Yeah. You don't need to start paying fees. So these ones, they are commission free. You can start investing using them free of charge. And if you're in the US, you can look at Fidelity, Vanguard. If you're in any other part of the world and you want to invest, you can look at Interactive Brokers. Interactive Brokers will charge you. They do half charges. So if you're in any part of the world, you can look at Interactive Brokers. And what do you need to open an account? You need your social insurance number and your date of birth. Because it is a regulated account, you will need to put your social insurance number there. Because that is where people get scared. Like, oh, they want to ask, they're asking for my social insurance number. It is a requirement. You need your date of birth. You need your bank account because they will need to move money from your bank accounts to be able to buy shares for you in the market. You need a valid address and you need $0 for you to start. Then you need to add a beneficiary. If it is advisable, you add a beneficiary because anything can happen to anyone at any time, so that the money at least can go to your beneficiary. The next thing you need is you need to partner with somebody that understands, a trusted partner that knows what you do not know. Like I said, if you're buying stocks in the market, let's assume, let's picture the traditional real estate. You get a house, you get a tenant into it. Maybe anything spoils in the house, the tenant gives you a call. Oh, this thing is no longer working. You get somebody to repair it, right? At the end of the month, the tenant pays you. That's how it works. That's the same way you're going to get a trusted partner, somebody that will do the weightlifting for you. You don't need, no tenant is calling you. You don't even need to know people that are working in that company. All you need to do is buy them stocks in the market. Buy the stocks in the market. And regulation has even favored you to say, if you're buying a real estate investment trust stocks in the market, that company, the real estate company, is mandated to pay 90% and above of their net profits to their shareholders. Meaning, if a real estate company makes $100 million and they take out all their expenses, they pay staff, they repair this, they did that. After taking out all their expenses, they now have 10 million as profits, net profits. They are mandated by law to pay minimum of 90% to their shareholders. That is why you see real estate investment trusts, their dividend rate is always high. It's higher than most normal companies because of the law that is guiding them. So not only that you have a trusted partner, you have a regulation that is also backing you up to say, I am fighting for you. So now let's go ahead. So what is the basis of REITs? Real estate investment trusts are the highest paying dividend investment on the stock market. Like I said, you see a real estate investment trust that is paying 10%, 15%. Though those may be risky, but if you're able to carry it, why not? Then the regulation requires them to pay their shareholders large percentage of their earnings. So what is a dividend? Because I've been talking about dividend, especially from the testimonies, right? What is a dividend? A dividend is a payment you receive that is paid to an investor by a company. So, when you invest in something, every quarter or every month, they give you something in return. You've bought my shares for $50. I'm telling you that every quarter, I'm going to give you $3 in return for every shares you have as an income. That is your dividend. It is the income that the company pays to you. From the profits they make, they pay out income to you, their shareholders, because you own part of the company. If I go to Walmart, I shop in Walmart maybe every weekend, then I should be thinking of having a Walmart shares so that any money I put in Walmart, when they declare profit at the end of the year, certain amount comes back to me. Same thing if I have an iPhone. Oh, I have an iPhone. I should be thinking of buying an iPhone share so that when iPhone declares profit at the end of the year, my name is part of the people that they are going to pay dividends to. Right? And dividends are paid monthly. Some do monthly, some do quarterly. Majority of the companies do quarterly, but there are still some companies that do monthly. So how does REIT work? REIT allows investors to invest in shares in commercial real estate properties. So these companies you're investing in, they are companies that own malls. They are companies that own residential properties, not like one house. No, they own estates of houses, right? They are companies that own others high-rise buildings. Those are the companies you're investing in. And it reduces the capital you need. Just imagine that you want to get a rental property today. You need a 20% down payment and the likes. So let's even say 20% down payment. You need about 50,000. Before you save up that 50,000, it may take you years. But with real estate investment trust, you don't need that amount. Any amount you have. Oh, I have this $10 today, buy. I have this $200 tomorrow, buy. That is how you begin to build your portfolio. You don't need to wait till, I'm going to wait till I have $100,000 before I can go into real estate. This is an alternative way to go into real estate. Then they own properties like malls, I already said that. REIT reduces the capital you need to own cash flow. Real estate is for cash flow. That rental property you want to be getting, the rental income you want to be getting every month. And this is the same way you can get it. Okay. So how does you're going to buy? The first step is you buy shares in REITs. You buy the shares from the stock market using your brokerage account. Then it requires the REITs will acquire the real estate company. They are the ones that will go ahead to use the capital you've put in the market to acquire real estate company, real estate. And they will be the ones to manage it. They will own and manage it. The income, they generate income. At the end of the day, they pay you from the profits made from the income they generate. And remember, like I said, 90% plus, as long as it's a REIT, they don't have a choice. In North America, as long as it's a REIT, they have to pay 90% plus of their profits to their shareholders. Okay, so important things most people do not know. REIT owns about 2.5 trillion in assets. So you see all those malls you go to, most of them are owned by REITs. It is not owned by individuals. They are owned by REITs. Approximately 170 million Canadians. So Edosa said the cash flow, is it monthly basis? There are some REITs that pay you monthly, and there are some that pay you quarterly. Okay. Approximately 170 Americans own REITs. So if you look at, if you're somebody that has maybe the retirement plan from your office, most times REITs are included in your retirement plan. If you look at it and you're seeing like distribution on your statement, most likely it's from REITs. But most people do not know that they own REITs. And REITs own about 575,000 real estate buildings across Canada and the United States. Okay, so what is the third thing we need to know? You need to understand that REITs are best positioned to pay you forever. When we looked at that Simon at the beginning, right? Simon was selling for $48 in 2020. So if you buy Simon in 2020 and you want to sell in 2025, you must have gotten income for 5 good years. Every quarter, Simon will pay you something. Every quarter. That means 4 times a year, times 5 years. That's 20 times. You've gotten income 20 times from Simon. Now you decide to sell again. You will make your money by selling because you're not selling at the same price at which you've bought. And if you decide to hold it forever, you keep getting income forever as well. You can also pass it down to you. You can make, like I said, you can add the beneficiary to your account, which means you can pass it down to your children for them to keep earning the income from that REIT. As long as you hold it, they will keep paying you. As long as you're holding that REIT, they will keep paying you. So what assets do REITs own? So I just brought out some REITs here, and I said these are some of the assets they own. If we look at all the REITs I put here today, the one that is most expensive is like $105, right? I just put their market price as at the time I was doing this slide. And I told you the kind of asset they own. So we have some that own hotel, casino, bowling centers. We have Prodigy, that's Amazon's landlord. We have realty income. Realty income alone has over 15,000 properties. Do I, Sifawu, want to own 15,000 properties as an individual? No, I don't have that. I don't have that strength for that headache. But realty income can own 15,000 properties, manage it over the years through recession, through 2008 recession, through 2020 pandemic, and they are still standing. And realty income pays you every month. So when I told you that Oge bought in October, she got a payment in November. She bought realty income. In less than 30 days that she bought it, she already got her payment because realty income pays you every month. So when you're determining the type of REIT you want to buy, you're looking at, oh, do I want the one that pays me every month? Do I want the one that pays me every quarter? If I'm getting the one that pays me every quarter, I might be saying, oh, which one pays in January? Which one pays in February? Which one pays in March? So I'm sure that every month something is coming to me because it's my rental income. I want that income to keep coming to me. I know there are some questions coming in the chat, but okay. Oh, Vanessa says following. Yeah, thank you for following. Yeah. Yeah, so let's move ahead. So what are the key things for you to, before you pick a REIT. Because a lot of people, you just hear on the internet, oh, go and buy this. You rush to buy. On a call one day, I think it was in Noge set. On a call that day, somebody was like, oh, the thing, my money is already dropping in the market. And right on that call, we saw the money going up. Like right on that call, in less than 10 minutes, that she said, oh, my money is already dropping in the market. I'm scared. I'm like, don't worry. On that call, right on that call, in less than 10 minutes, what the money going up again. So what do you look out for before you even buy a REIT? The company's financial record, it is important. What is their finances doing? You don't need to get an accounting degree for you to be able to just understand, oh, they've been making profit over the years. It's enough. Because if a company keeps making, what are you doing? You're projecting into the future. And how do you project into the future? You use their past record to project into the future, right? So if a company has been making profits for the past 5 years, that's all I need to know in their financial record for me to invest if I'm not an accounting graduate. Oh, I've seen them. I've seen the investors are saying, oh, I get my profit, I get my dividend paid to me every month. I've checked the chart on Google, on Yahoo Finance, and I'm seeing that, oh, the chart is looking good for the last five years, for the last 1 year. That is all I need to invest in that REIT. I'm not just looking for somebody to tell me over the internet, go and buy this. It is helpful if I get it on the internet, oh, this REIT is doing well. I'll go for that to do my own research before I put my money in the market. Then you're going to be looking at recent news. A lot of the time, recent news would affect the price of a share. When Trump came in and he started doing everything, we are cutting trade, everything, you can see the way the market was rallying. You could see the way the market, because it's a recent news, it affects the market. So you're looking at recent news. Oh, I'm using TFSA to invest. What is happening? Is the government of Canada reducing the amount I have, the limit I have for TFSA? You're looking for news. And those are the kind of news that comes to you, that news that don't interest you before. Because you're now an investor, it begins to interest you. Then you're looking at property owned and their tenants. You're not looking for tenants and companies that do 1 year lease. What happens if the tenant moves out after 12 months? And they will now tell you, oh, sorry, you don't have income for the next 2 months. What if that income was supposed to pay for a bill? So you're looking at their tenants to say, okay, what is their tenancy agreement? Is it a long-term agreement, which is more favorable to you, right? Then does the company have a strong executive team? Is it that every month they're changing their executive? What is the dividend history of the company? It is important. Like out of all these things that is here, dividend is important, especially if you're doing REIT, like not other shares, but if you're doing REIT, dividend is important because we're in need for two things. We're in need for one, the income, which is our dividend, and two, for our price to appreciate, which becomes our capital gain, which becomes like the equity we have in a rental property. Then we're looking at the stock price history. Those are the things you look out for. Then investment key 4, invest in REITs that can consistently pay you high dividends. There are some companies that will keep increasing their dividend every year. So if you are working and you're working for the past 3 years, your salary is still the same, would you like to work in that company? No. I'd rather go to a company that will at least maybe increase it, even if it's 0.2%. I know I'm not where I am there last year, right? So you're looking for those companies. So how many shares of a company do you think you need in order for you to take passive income? For you to get passive income, let's see, let's make the class active. For you to get passive income, how many shares do you need? Yes, the recording will be shared after the webinar. Okay. So I was just trying to relax. Okay, so I have a lot of answers coming in. Everything you need is just, when I say 0.0001, as long as your money is in that company, you'll get your dividend paid, even if it's $1. Because there's something called fractional shares as well. Like, okay, let's say I want to invest in Simon now. Simon is 175. I don't have 175, but I have $20. I can still buy Simon. Just I will not buy up to 1 share. I'll buy a fraction of 1. So as long as my money is in that company, I'm qualified to get dividends. The dividend might not be 0.0000, but at least I am qualified. as long as my money is in that company. So I don't want to say one, because one, what if the price of the share is 500 and I don't have 500, right? Maybe I just bought $100 worth. So as long as your money is in that company, you qualify to get dividends paid to you. It doesn't matter the amount you have, the number of shares you have, you qualify. So let's see, how do you find dividends on your chart? When you put a shares, a stock name, like a company name on your Google, you're checking, how do you know the dividends that is being paid to you? All you're looking for is you're looking for the dividend yield. The dividend yield tells you the percentage of dividend that comes to you. It tells you this is a percentage of the price at which you're buying that will be paying to you every quarter, right? So like this example says 5.58%. 5.58% of the price. So let's say I'm buying Simon. 5.58 of 175 is supposed to be my dividend every year. Now, because everybody, we're not buying at the same price. Some are buying, some already bought at $48, some will buy at $200, some will buy at $175. Every year, the company will come out with a specific amount that will be paid to you every quarter. So aside from the dividend yield is what you're looking for, but you want to also look at what is the amount. Like, I don't want to know the percentage. Tell me, what is the amount that will hit my account every month, right? So you're looking at the dividend yield, then you're looking at the amount. So this one says 0.81, that's 81 cents. That means every quarter, 81 cents will be sent to you every quarter. This is, I'm not sure this is Simon. I think this is realty income, right? This is what you're looking for. That is how to look for the dividend yield on the graph. That graph you see on when you're looking at your stock. This is what you're looking for. As somebody that is looking for income paying shares, you're looking at the dividend yield and the exact amount that gets credited to you every quarter. So if you were to buy an investment property today, let's say you want to go into real estate, how much do you think you need? You need a down payment, you need closing costs, you need every other thing. It's a lot. And the truth is, how many of us can comfortably cough out that money? Even by the time we work for the next 10 years, for the next 15 years, we might not be able to comfortably put together $50,000 that we want to use to buy a rental property. So if we're presenting an alternative for you, I think that would be the best thing to go. So what is your passive income goal? Like, I want to earn passive income. 2026 is coming. It's only my active income, my salary, my 9 to 5 I'll be earning. I want to earn passive income. What do you think it's your goal for you to earn passive income? So depending on your goal, let's take a look at some rates. So let's assume that this person wants to earn every year, they want to earn $324 as passive income. This is realty income. Remember, I said realty income has over 15,000 properties, right? The shares for realty income is currently at $57 when I was preparing this slide. So if you have 100 shares of realty income, that means you must have bought it for $5,700. That's $5,700. Your dividend yield is 5.8%. Every year, realty income will pay you $324. Now tell me, what bank will pay you $324 for putting $5,700 in your account? That means every month, I told you realty income pays every month. Every month, this person will get $27 paid to them as dividends, as income. Now, if this person decides to sell and realty income is now $100, nobody will tell the person not to sell at $100. They won't say because you've been getting $27 every month for the past how many years, you don't have the right to know. You still sell at the market price when you want to sell. Let's look at the other one. I told you I was going to give you a share that is less than $10, right? GNL, that's Global Lease, Global Net Lease. Their share price is $7.56. This is US dollars. $7.56. So even if you're converting it to Canadian dollars, it's still not up to $10, right? Let's assume you have 10,000 shares of realty income. Now, will you get 10,000 shares in a day? You might not get it in a day, but you build your step there. You build your way there, one at a time. When I have $7.56, I buy one. When I have another $7.56, I buy another one. That is how you will build your way to that 10,000 shares, right? They pay dividend of 9%, 9.52%. That is their dividend rate, close to 10%. So that means if you have 10,000 shares of realty income, you will be earning 7,600 every year. Now, they do pay quarterly. That means every quarter you will get 1,900, 1,900 paid to you every quarter. If you decide to sell, maybe after 10 years of holding these shares or any number of years of holding these shares, and these shares is now selling for $100, nobody will tell you not to sell it for $100. They won't say because you've been getting income all this while, don't sell it, right? So this is my gift for you, gift to you, $7.56. If you're not taking anything out of this class today, take two things. One, open your brokerage account. Two, if you have $10, go and research this share. What is their finances doing? How have they been paying their dividend? Have they been consistent? If they've been consistent, look at their prices. Then this is one share you can use to start. It is, I told you, I do not recommend, but do your research on this share. Make sure you open a brokerage account. When you open a brokerage account, it's two things that is one, it sends a signal to your brain. Each time you scroll through your phone and you see the app, it tells you, I need to start investing. It tells you, put at least $10 in this account and start investing. But if you don't download that app and you don't open that account, you might tend to forget for the next 3 months, for the next 5 months, because nothing is there in your face to remind you. So after this class, make sure you open a brokerage account. And if you want a referral code, I can give you my referral code. If you want Wealth Simple, I use Wealth Simple. With my referral code, you get $25. But you have to invest, even if it's $10, for you to get that $25. For you to start, right? So moving on. Remember, you don't need a lot of money to start investing in real estate. You don't need to borrow from the bank for you to start. And you don't need a real estate license. On your phone, everything you're doing is on your phone. You don't need a perfect credit score. You don't need tenants that will give you any headache for you to start making passive income. Now, did you know, according to 2023 rates, this is the association, the report, it says that 145 million Americans, that's about 44% of the household, have REITs in their investment portfolio. But do you know the funny thing or the sad thing is, among immigrants like us, the number is estimated to be less than 10%. That is because we do not understand the power that this can give to us. And nobody is there preaching it, right? So moving on. So now I know you must have tried to learn a lot of ways. Maybe you've asked your friends. That was what Oge said. Oge said, oh, I've been asking friends to teach me. But they don't just want me to lose my money in the market. Maybe you've gone to YouTube and it gives you more confusion. The challenge with investing the wrong ways, you have information overload. There is no clear roadmap. You're just investing. You're just putting your money in the market. If they ask you, why did you put your money in this stock? You can't really give a reason why you put your money in that stock. Then it's not tailored to your reality. They don't understand that you still have to do this black tax. You have to send money home every month, right? Then the fear of making mistake. This is where most people get stuck. Like, I don't want to put this money in the market. I don't want to make any mistake with this money. That fear keeps a lot of us in that corner. Then you stop before you even see results. You put your money in the market today and you wake up midnight and check your app and you see that this money is already going down. Like, I want to sell it fast. Am I even doing the right thing at all? Right? These are the challenges of investing the wrong way. But there are proven ways for you which you can build passive income. You can start small, then grow along the way. I told you I started with $50. I started with $50, and as time goes on, I kept building on my portfolio, even before I started teaching people how to do that. Then use REIT for real estate income. Let something be coming to you. I want to own a real estate. What is my purpose of owning a real estate? I want to earn income. if I have an alternative way for me to earn that same income, why not? Then add dividends paying stocks. So it's not only REITs that pays dividend. There are other stocks that pay you dividend for owning them as well. Apple is one. They will pay you dividends. Meta is one. They will pay you dividend for owning them. Their dividend might not be as crazy as REITs, but at least something comes to you. Then follow a simple step-by-step plan. No jargon and everything. Now, do you know the right way to start investing? What if now that you know the right way for you to start investing and build your passive income, what can stop you from becoming confident and practicing investor within the next 30 days? Let me see in the chat. You can see there are questions here. Well, like I said, I'm just going to take it at the end of the class. So what can stop you from becoming nothing? I tell you, nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you. Godwin said myself, and that's the truth. Okay, so let's go ahead. Okay, so most people say, I don't have enough money to start. Do you have $10? Start with $10. $10 is not up to 1 hour, right? 1 hour pay. You're doing per hour pay. It's not up to 1 hour pay, right? Start with $10. Some say, I'm afraid to lose money. With the right guidance and safe beginner strategy like the one we do, you will not lose your money in the market, right? Because you're going to have a plan. You're not just going to the market to buy. You will do your plan like, oh, this is why I'm investing in realty income. And for me to sell realty income, there must be a strong reason. Let me say, if I want to invest in realty income, in my investment goals, I'm saying I'm doing realty income for the next 6 months, right? At month 5, I'm checking. That is how you don't lose money in the market. At month 5, I'm not going to wait till the day I want to sell. At month 5, I'm checking, is this the best time for me to sell? If I bought realty income at $50 and I say I want to hold it for the next 6 months, right? And I say, okay, maybe month 5, I see it's already $60. I'll put a peg to it to say, okay, once it hits $62, I'm selling. Or I bought it for $50, right? It's now $60. I'll put a peg to say, once it drops to $58, I'm selling. I still made $8 from the market, aside from the income I've made. That is how you don't lose money in the market. It is strategy. You're not doing day trading like, oh, I buy now, I sell. No. You have your investment goals. You have the reasons why you're investing in any stock you're buying. Like any stock that is in my portfolio and in anybody in my cohort, like in their portfolio, we have a reason for buying that stock. And it will only take a strong reason for us to sell without making money from that stock. So if you have the right guidance, you will make money from the market. It is too complicated. I just told you what you need to look out for, right? So it is not complicated at all. We make it look complicated. When we see that graph, in short, it will just, oh, what is this graph? This green and red line, what is all this, right? But it is not complicated. Or I don't have time. You have a few minutes in a week to set up and track your investment. You don't need endless hours. There are times that months I don't check my app. Except maybe there's a news that I'm hearing, oh, what is happening? There's a news that's coming. Oh, Trump wants to do something in US, and I don't want something happen in US. It affects the whole stocks in the world, right? So I may go to check my app. So you don't need to check it every time. We sleep with our mind at peace that, oh, I'm doing the right thing. So if you could win all those barriers, like all the barriers you've written in the chat, myself, nothing, I don't have enough money, it is too complicated, I don't have enough time. If you could win all those barriers in the next 30 days or less than, would you like to take this up? Let me send the chat. Is it a yes or a no? If you could win all those barriers in the next 30 days. So I see yes in the chat, right? Okay, so I am introducing the diaspora investor. If you've come to this webinar today, you would have gotten a stock that you can buy. You would have gotten what you need to check for before you buy your stock. You would have gotten at least clarity, right? The confidence to start. But if you want to take it further, you can come into our program. It's called the Diaspora Investor. It is designed for immigrants just like you and I. I had it at the back of my mind when we were designing this program. You can start investing with as little as $10. You build your passive income through REIT and dividend-paying stocks. Not only REIT, we're going to look at other stocks, other companies that pay you dividend as well. We're building cash flow. And if you don't want to build cash flow, which means you don't want to do only income-paying dividends, we'll tell you how to go into other stocks that are in the stock market. You will gain confidence to grow your wealth. You don't need loan. You don't need any property management or any jargon. I told you, people that are already in our cohort, they are already, like the testimony is already flowing in. People are already buying, making money from the stock market. So what do you stand to gain with our program? You will get the exact beginner-friendly investment system I used to turn my $50 into a growing portfolio. I turned my $50 into a growing portfolio. And it's that exact simple strategy that you're going to be getting in the program. So let me look at some testimonials. These are from the recent cohorts. Like we have some people in the cohort right now that are recently going through. So this person says, I decided to wipe out their name because for confidential reasons, right? What I want to bring out here is, he said, I just put $100. And I said, well, I'm glad you did. Taking that first step is the most important thing for me. Because when you see that dividend comes in, you'll be the one to tell me that, Sifawu, I want to buy more. Right? And she said, I'm almost done with the class. It's super packed. Like, the super packed. Then we have another one that says, like,
I got people sleeping. Yeah, slept.
Somebody's talking. Sorry, let me just meet everyone. How did you unmute? Sorry, just a minute. Let me mute everyone. Thank you. So this other person says it was really made easy and simple for beginners like me. She has taken a step. She has bought 2 stocks and bought 3 REITs in her portfolio. The next thing I'm waiting for her to tell me now is, oh, I got my first dividend paid to me, right? So Chika is also a student that has passed through this program, and this is Chika's testimony, right? So what is inside this program? Because I'm mindful of time and I will still take questions. What is inside this program, right? So in this program, we have 4 modules. The first module is we master your money and set clear goals. Like I told you, anybody in this program, we don't just buy. We buy with clarity. We don't just buy and go to the market, oh, let me buy this. No. We set our clear goals. I know the reason I'm buying this stock into my portfolio. I know the reason I'm buying this stock into my portfolio. Module 2, we know your numbers. You build your net worth. The amount in your account is not your net worth. Do you have debt? Do you have assets? Do you have liabilities? How do you pay down your debt? That is what we look at in module 2. We don't wait for you to finish paying down your debt before you start investing. No. As you're paying down that debt, you already have a strategy to pay down the debt. You're investing alongside because you don't want to go further into debt. Okay? And module 3, we discuss dividends investing. Like, we'll crush it down. What are stocks you can invest in? How can you make money from ETF? I didn't even know, there was one of my stock I checked this month, I think on Thursday. And the stock this year has done 20%. Like, it's a dividend paying stock. It pays about 3% dividend. It's an ETF and it's done 20% growth this year alone. In the last 5 years, it's done 75% growth. Right? So these are all the things we break down in module 3. In module 4, we talk about the REITs and smart income boosters. How can you buy fractional shares? I told you about fractional shares. When you have the share is $175, but I only have $20. How do I invest in it? And there's something called the stock lending. That's another way for you to make money in the market. You lend your stocks to people that are doing day trading. You do not do it yourself. All you need to do is to toggle it on from your app. And the app will help you do your stock lending and you make money from it as well. So with Diaspora Investor Training, do you think you can go from feeling unsure about investing with all those things I've told you about our modules where you do your goal setting and everything? Do you think you can go from being unsure to a confident investor? Don't worry, I will take questions. Don't worry, I will take questions. Oh, your sound is low? Really? Can you confirm if my sound is low? Olu said my sound is low. It's low. Okay.
I don't think you are low. I think you just got to that point where you want to start pitching. Maybe that was why you unconsciously reduced your voice.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Sound is perfect now. Okay. Thank you. Just a minute. I don't know what's happening here. Okay. So now let's move on. So what will it be worth your time if you could start investing with $10, just as little as $10? You get a beginner-friendly portfolio that pays you passive income. We teach you the step-by-step for you to start investing, so you don't go do it the wrong way. And that's not all. You will start investing and build a steady stream of passive income. Like 2026, you don't want to leave it for just the way we left 2025 or this year's, right? We want to enter 2026 strategically, right, with our money. So what we've packed in this program is you still get a bonus of about $785. And these are the bonuses. You will get 20 dividend-paying shares. It is recommendation. You need to do your research. Know why you're doing it. Like, it's not take these shares, go and buy. You must know the reason you're buying it. And you will get a mini class on fractional shares, stock lending. You get a private student community where we share our wins, right? And everything we're seeing in the market, what is happening. Then you get your dividend income tracker, which is important. I want to know the dividend that is coming to me in January. I want to know the one I'm receiving in February. You get your dividend tracker and you get a budgeting template. Like budgeting template, just plug and play, and everything, where your money, all the hidden leaks, you will be able to see them in this program. So tell us, with all this in place, are you ready to join the program? Are you ready to join the program? Comment yes if you want to join. Oh, okay. I am in Nigeria. Yes, you can. So I see a lot of yes. I'm going to take questions. Just give me, I'm almost done with my presentation. So if what this training could do for you is help you with a simple step-by-step plan for you to move from where you are right now to a confident level that you can start investing, would it be worth it for you? If it will save you hours from all those YouTube videos you've been trying to understand how to start investing, will it be worth it for you? If it connects you to like-minded, supportive community, will it be worth it for you? Right? Just imagine what it will cost if you learn it yourself. You've been learning it yourself all this while. Now, just imagine what it has cost you if you're learning it. You've been learning it yourself. So what will it cost you to learn it yourself again? Right? Now, but today, you will not have to go through all those struggle. Myself and my team, we've already done all the struggle. We've done the work for you. It's just for you to do the plug and play and everything will work. So guess what? This training's value is what, if all the things are packed in this training. If I tell you the people that have gone through it, they will tell you it's worth more than $8,000. But I'm not going to do it for $8,000, don't worry. So I won't scare you off. Don't worry. So with just $247, you can get started with this training and become confident investor within this 2025. However, because you're here today and you stay to the end of this class, right? You're not going to even pay $247 if you decide to take the step like right now. Before we go to what you will pay, I am giving you a guarantee that if after 30 days from now, you've taken the program, after 30 days, you're not confident, like you've gone through the steps, you do the live classes and the likes, you're not confident, then we will refund you your money. It is a guarantee to you. I will refund you your money if you're not confident after 30 days, after going through all the steps. But like I said, maybe you're asking yourself, what is even the return on investment? At least you will get clarity, right? You'll be able to build your portfolio, right? You don't need that 100 hours that you've been using to search all the YouTube channel for what to invest in. You will save yourself all those hours. Most importantly, you save yourself from losing money in the market. The money you lose in the market, somebody else is making it. If you lose, somebody is making a gain. So you save yourself of that money you lose in the market. And we have exclusive offers that is what, about $197. But like I said, you're not going to pay $247. If you decide to go with the program today, you're going to be paying $147. We are giving you $100 discount for you to buy your very first share with it. Imagine the testimonial we saw, right? She said she already put $100 in her portfolio. So instead of paying $247, you're going to be paying just $147. And that is if you want to make a one-time payment. If you want to make a two-time payment, that means you pay $100 now to secure your seat, then you will need to pay $97 in 3 weeks. This cohort will start on the 20, that's next weekend, 29th of November. That is when this cohort will start. It is not like the other ones that will give like 2 weeks, 3 weeks before we start. Like I want it fast because December is coming in and I want to wrap everything up before December 15th, right? So if you're going to be paying twice, you can pay $100 now, but you have to pay $97 within 3 weeks. And this offer is valid for 48 hours. So if you want to do one-time payments, you do $147 and you have access to all the 4 modules, pre-recorded classes. Then you have access to 4 live classes where we come and we diagnose everything. Like, what do you want to ask? Come and ask your question and we'll answer our questions to the best of our ability. And if after 48 hours, you do not choose the one-time payment or the part payment, it's going to be $247 after then. So in order not to pay the $247, please go with the one-time payment and the likes. So you have 2 options. You can try doing it yourself. You can keep losing money in the market. You can lose years on end for you to try to master the skill, or you can decide to go with the Diaspora Investor Program. So what would you prefer? 1 or 2? What option do you prefer? Now, we're almost at questions. Okay. So, what options do you prefer? I'm waiting for chats to come in. I'm waiting for chats to come in. The class has gone cold though. What option do you prefer? Okay, Joyce said 2. Okay, yeah. Esosa said 1. Why do you prefer 1? So option 1 is you want to keep doing it yourself. You want to keep learning it yourself. Option 2 is to join the Diaspora Investor Program and become confident within the next 30 days. Before Christmas, you're confident to start your investment journey. Okay, so now for you to enroll, I will drop the details for enrollment in the chats while we take the questions. So you can just go ahead to enroll. What nationality are you? I am Nigerian. I am Nigerian. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen now and I will drop the question in the chat box. Sorry, the link for you to register in the chat box. If you have questions, if you want to raise your hand, please do. If you want to raise your hand, please do. And if you want to raise your hand and talk, please do. I will unmute you. And if not, you can leave your questions in the chat. But let me just drop the link for registration in the chat box first. Then I will take the questions in the chat as well. Okay. So just give me. Okay. So this is the link for you to register. That's the link for you to register. And let me just go through the questions we have on the chat box. I'm not seeing any hand raised, so I'll just go through the question we have in the chat box. So the first question is, I'm just trying to look for this cash flow, is it monthly basis? I think I answered this. You can be monthly, some pay monthly, some pay quarterly. There's a way you will structure your dividends that every month you will be able to get something. Let's say you have like 12 companies that pay different time of the year. You can structure it so that every month something comes to you. Okay. Next question is, please, will you be sharing? Yes, I already answered this. We'll be sharing it, but it's going to be for a limited time. It's just for 48 hours. After 48 hours, the replay will no longer be available. And the next question is, does TFSA operate on simple interest on compound interest? Just curious. Okay. So it operates in, will I say simple interest now, but you can turn it into compound interest. And this is how you turn it into compound interest. So every month, you're going to pay your, let's say a monthly dividend paying company. They will pay you your dividends every month, right? That is simple interest. Now you can decide to reinvest that dividend they've paid you into the market to buy more shares. That is how you compound it. So there's a strategy for you to compound it, but the interest will always be paid to you in simple interest. So if you decide to withdraw your money out, it will always be simple, but if you decide to reinvest it, that becomes a compound interest. And this said, powerful session. Thank you so much. Which accounts to open? It depends. So you have TFSA checking, or it depends. If you are still within your room, start with TFSA. If you have exceeded your room and you know you're investing for retirement, go with RRSP. If you're not investing for retirement, use a non-registered account. You'll see the option for non-registered account when you open your brokerage account. Okay. If you have questions, you can raise your hand or you can leave it in the chat box. So the statistics on low number of, yes, so you said insightful session, the statistics on low number of immigrants embracing REITs is alarming. Yes, it is. And it's because the information is not out there. Because just imagine that somebody tells you that you can be earning income every month and you don't want to take that opportunity. It's because we're not aware, right? So I'm just coming from, so if you've joined, I know some people will be waiting for the first person to say, I'm in. It's always like that. They're waiting for the first person to say, I am in. If you have joined, please, number one is you will join the WhatsApp group. When you get to that thank you page, please join the WhatsApp group. That is a community. We're like minds in that community. We're vibing together, right? Number two is, please come to this chat box and just say, I am in. Let's celebrate you. Okay. Someone said, knowing what REITs to buy, that would be the reason to stop you. Don't worry, when you join the community, you will have clarity. If not for anything, clarity is sure. Okay. You always said good presentation. Thank you. I have a plan. Aderonke says, I have a plan, but still I don't know which one to buy. Don't worry, join the community. Clarity, yakpa. Let me use that word. Can you please share your code with us? Rita, are you in the WhatsApp group? I'll share it on the WhatsApp group. Are you on the WhatsApp group, Rita? Can you just confirm if you're on the WhatsApp group? And I will share the code on the WhatsApp group. Please share your code. Yes, if you're on the WhatsApp group, I will share the code. Okay.
Did you say we're paying 147 for this?
147. Not for this classes. It's for the diaspora investor. It's a course where you get the 4 module, you get the live classes. This class is free. What
No,
we
no,
do
no, 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 no. I just wanted to write down how much is that? Is it 147?
Yes, 147 if you're doing full payments within 48 hours, 147.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. So what are the tax implications of this investment? Let me see, iPhone. The truth is, there are tax implications, but use your tax sheltered account first. Max your tax sheltered account. When you've maxed your tax sheltered account, you're making money. So give government their share. Give what is to Caesar, right? You're making money. So give government their share. There will be tax. That is a simple truth. But are we going to say because government will tax us, will not make more money? No. As long as they will not tax you on the old money you're making. They won't tax you on the old money. They won't say because you've made your gain is 100%, then they want to tax you 100%. No. They only tax you a certain fraction, which means you still get more money to you. So there's tax implication. However, if you have a tax sheltered account, use it like your TFSA, first home savings account, use all those ones. When you've maxed those, then go for the taxable account. Exercise said, is one account in your platform being held for? I didn't get that question.
Hello, excuse me. Is the money that you save in TFSA, is it gonna be taxed at the end of the day after you didn't?
No.
After investment. So after you max the TFSA, the RRSP is the one that will be taxed.
RRSP is tax at retirement, yes.
Okay, at retirement.
Because,
Okay.
yes,
So after,
because you're
if you
paying
don't want
before
to
tax.
use the retirement fund or platform, which other one can you use to invest?
If you've not bought your first home and you want to invest towards buying your first home, use the first home savings account. If you've bought your first home and you've bought a house within the last 5 years, you don't have any of that option. You use the non-registered account, and that is taxable.
That's taxable at the end of the day. Okay.
So I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
The TFS, you mentioned West Simple. So do you gonna set it up with West Simple as an account before you use it?
Yes.
Okay. What
So when you're setting
that,
up,
okay.
Go ahead. Let me.
So basically, if I can understand, you set up the TFSA with West Simple. Now transfer the fund from your bank to West Simple and now use it. So the TFS, the investment is operating under the TFSA portfolio.
Yes.
So whatever grows inside it is not taxed.
That's right.
Okay. Okay, so it's okay. We have our own. We have not even maxed it since TFS started. So I think we have enough to work with.
Okay. Okay.
So
Yeah.
Igbo.
No. I'm not Igbo. I'm Edo, but I'm married to a Yoruba man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well done, sis.
Thank you so
Are
much.
you in Canada?
Yes, I'm in Canada.
Where?
I'm in Manitoba.
Okay.
Okay. So you are saying if you want to do this, it's gonna take 4 weeks.
So it's not actually 4 weeks. What we do is it's always a crash program. Like I told you, we are going to start on the 29th. That's next weekend. So we'll do, number one is you have access to those 4 modules. We have it pre-recorded already. If you go through those 4 modules, you're good. But we have live class on Saturday. We have another live class on Sunday. It's always 7 p.m. CST, like Canada, 7 p.m. CST. 7 p.m. on Saturday, 7 p.m. on Sunday. Then the following week, which should be December, first weekend in December, we have another class on Saturday and Sunday. That makes it 4 classes, 4 live classes.
Okay, do you have like materials, materials resource we can be using to reference and to study?
Yes, like I said, you have access to the platform. The platform will tell you, we have I think we have about 10 videos recorded for each modules. So module 1, we already have it recorded. Module 2, we already have it recorded. So the live classes, maybe you've gone to watch the module or you are trying to open your TFSA account now, your Wealth Simple account, you're stopped. You can come to the live class, you ask your questions. You come to the live class, you learn from other people. Then we'll do a little more coaching in the live class. So you have access to all the materials. Once you register, the materials are open to you Thursday before we start. So It's going to be Thursday this week. If you register now, it will be Thursday this week. You have access to your materials, right? Before we start the class. So you can start digesting it.
Okay.
So in terms of investment, you are talking about a REIT. Do you teach other ways like other stocks and share Apple, Meta, and all those stuff?
Yes. So that's why I said that we're not only focusing on REITs, but I decided to choose REITs for this free webinar because I know a lot of people do not understand the power behind REITs, right? So in that platform, if you see our module 3 is talking about dividends investing generally. So we'll talk about other shares that are not REITs. REIT is the last module, because I know we already have an understanding of what REIT can do, right? So REIT is even the module 4. Module 3 is where we talk about dividends investing, all those shares that will pay you dividends that are not REITs, where we talk about the Meta, the Apple, and the likes in the market, even those that don't pay dividends.
Okay, do you have like when we start this do you have like apps you have decided that maybe if I wanna invest in a company, do you know Morningstar?
Morningstar, it's like Yahoo Finance, right? Where you go
Yeah,
and
so
check.
like where you go and look at the maybe performance history of the share you are talking about, maybe 10
Yeah.
year, 5 year, 1 year, a month, and all those kind of stuff.
Yes. So you can use it. I like to use Yahoo Finance and CNBC. That's the one I like.
Why those ones?
Because it's easy to navigate for me. You know, everybody has a preference. For me, it's easy for me to navigate it. And CNBC gives me news. So because I get news and I can digest, I can also do my research on CNBC. It gives me all the information in one place.
Okay, no worries. I use Morningstar, and I want to learn your own things and add it to my own portfolio.
Okay, makes sense. I would love to see you in the community, sir.
No worries.
Okay, I have my own question. So
Okay,
the
sir.
money you invest in, you put it in your TFSA. That's the money that you use in trading all these shares, buying
right.
them. And then
Yes.
any interest it use is not taxable, right?
That's right.
Okay. So for example, if I put in like 70,000 in my TFSA because I've not saved anything at all in my TFSA, if I add 70,000 there, then I will use that 70,000 to be trading. Like it's kind of a trading shares, all right? Or you use it to invest in all those REITs and all those companies, right?
Yeah.
Any amount it's used from there will be added to my TFSA.
Like compounding, yeah.
That's right.
And that money is not taxable. Any
That's
amount.
right. As long as it's a TFSA and you have the room, it is not taxable.
Yeah, but TFSA, I think it started 2014 or 15. So you can, if you don't max that each year's contribution window, you can carry it forward, right?
Yes, that's right. So the first thing you do is,
right?
Yeah, indefinitely.
It's indefinitely, right? Okay.
Okay, so.
Thank you. Adebukola, please unmute and ask your question.
She's in trouble now. All those dodging real estate landing.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, so the brokerage account that you talked about in Wealth Simple,
Yes.
is it a particular account? Because I have Wealth Simple account, the TFSA account. I don't know whether it's the same account or I have to open a brokerage account or Wealth Simple. Can you clarify that?
Wealth Simple is a brokerage account. So once you
Already.
open Wealth Simple, you have a brokerage account already.
Okay, because I have TFSA in
Yeah.
Wealth Simple. Okay, so I can always use that, right?
That's right. Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. Shitsu. Can you
Yeah, good
unmute?
afternoon. Yeah,
Good
good
afternoon.
afternoon. Thank you very much for that presentation. That's an excellent presentation there. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I just want to ask one simple question. I have TFSA too. I'm sorry, I have Wet Simple TFSA, but all what you have explained today, that is my condition. I don't know. I'm not really sure what to invest in. So this training is the right one for me right now. And then what I want to ask is, what is the tax implication for buying US dividend stocks?
US dividend stock. It's
Yeah.
the same thing. You know US and Canada as treaty, right? So if you already pay taxes in US, you will get a slip at the end of the day. At the end of the year, World Simple will send you a tax return slip that you use for your tax return. So in that place, they will tell you all the taxes you've paid on your dividend, on your shares. That's if you're using a taxable account. They will tell you all the taxes you've paid on your shares. So when you're making your return, when you're filing your tax in February, you add it as part of the documents you're going to use to file your taxes.
So
And if you make loss, you can also claim loss on your income.
okay, so in essence, you are telling me that West Simple will give me the document that I will be needing for tax in next year. Okay, that's
Yes,
right.
you'll
Thank
get
you
it.
very much. So
Yeah,
I've
you're
made my
welcome.
payment. What is the next step?
Oh, you see, you're
Yeah.
welcome to the community. Yes.
Thank
So
you.
did you join the WhatsApp group?
Yeah, I joined already.
Okay, so don't worry, we'll pass you information. Like I said, we're going to start next week, Saturday. So don't worry.
When is the training going to end?
It's just 4 weekends, 2 weekends, Saturday, Sunday. But like I said, you have access to the pre-recorded classes that you can digest. You can watch it and digest everything. Just come to class
so
and
2 weekends.
let's just
That's
bond.
good.
Yeah, just 2 weekends. 2 weekends
Okay,
will be
thank
done.
you very much. Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Bye.
Thank you, ma. So Aderonke, can I have your questions? I still have some questions in the chat. I will answer.
Yeah, I have the questions in the chat,
Okay.
but I don't want to make the question public.
Okay, so I should check through the chat, right?
Yes.
Okay, no problem. That's fine. I'm still going there. So Ade Boss says, I think somebody said I should drop the WhatsApp group chat. Okay, I'm going to drop it shortly. Bossede says, can I invest in REITs without joining the diaspora? Yes, you already have the knowledge, right? Just open your brokerage app and start investing. That is what this class is meant to do, at least to give you a step ahead of where you were before. So you don't need to join the class for you to start investing in REITs, right? AM says, can I use debit cards to pay? You can try it. If your debit card has CVV at the back, then it's good to pay online. But if it doesn't have the CVV, which most debit cards do not have, then it might be difficult. But if you want to do, except you want to do Interact, but if you can send me a private message.
I use my debit card. Sorry, I use
You
my
use your
debit
debit card.
CIBC.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if your debit card has that CVV at the back, it will allow you to pay. Okay. Yeah. Yes. So let me unmute Stephen. Stephen, can you go ahead with your question? Aderonke, I'm going to look for your question in the chat.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, I enjoyed your class, but I need to confirm something. I already have a TFSA with my bank, and last year when we were getting a house, I had to offload most of the funds in it.
Yeah.
So I know definitely I still have some room. So is it that if I open a World Simple account, a brokerage account now, will I be running 2 different TFSA accounts because my bank takes bi-weekly payments for that account? So if I open the World Simplest now, will I now be operating 2 different TFSA accounts? The implication?
Yes. So it doesn't matter the number of TFSA accounts you have, as long as you're within your room. That is what is most important. So what you can do is log into your CRA account. You will see the available room you have. If you have, let's say, 7,000 available room, it doesn't matter the number of TFSA accounts you have. As long as you're within that room that CRA has given you, you're fine. Now, with your biweekly contribution, you can continue to do your biweekly contribution on the bank. On Wealth Simple, it's not compulsory you do biweekly contribution. You can buy as money comes into your hand, right? I get $100 today, I want to buy. I have $200 tomorrow, I want to buy. So it depends on you. So it's not like mandatory for you to start doing maybe weekly contribution or biweekly contribution. Okay.
Oh, lovely. Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. You're welcome. Yeah. So Dr. Abimbola says, can can people living outside Canada also join? Yes, you can join. It is a cost that teaches you. Investing in Africa, in Canada, in Europe is the same. Once you understand the basis, investing every part of the world is the same. Like the knowledge I have, I got this from Nigeria. I worked in the bank for 14 years in Nigeria before relocating to Canada. So that's where I got the knowledge about investing. That's my foundation of investing before I started doing my research in Canada. So you can invest in Canada. As many of you that has joined, you're welcome to the community. You're welcome to the community. Hello. Can we hear you? I hope I pronounced your name right.
Thank you, Sifawu. Thank you so much for the presentation. I actually have a TFSA account. Recently I realized it's actually a brokerage account, and thank you for reiterating that as well. But my TFSA with Wealthsimple says managed, that is a managed, TFSA managed. So that one, is it that Wealthsimple is managing that for me? Do I have to open another one that I'll have to do the trading?
Yes. So when you're opening your Wealthsimple account, you have two options. You have the self-directed and the managed one. The managed means that TFSA takes everything over. They will ask you your goal, your personal profile, and the likes. They take everything over from you. The self-directed one is the one that you manage yourself. You go into the market to buy, you go into the market to sell. So if you want to have a self-directed one, go and open a self-directed one. You can leave that one for them to still be managed if you want, if you like, you want to leave that, but you can open a different one on that same app. Or don't open another app. On that same app, look for the option for self-directed. You will see the option for self-directed. Click on it and open it.
Thank you so much, Sifa. I'll do just that. I'm ready for the class. I'll make my payment before 48 hours. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes.
Oh, good.
So
Actually, now the guy was giving us it back.
okay. Please. So I have a question that says, what is the tax implication? I thought I already answered that. The tax implication is you will be taxed if you're using a non-registered account. So for you, if you have not exhausted the registered account room, use your room. Don't give government free money. But if you've exhausted it, just have it at the back of your mind that I'm making money. I will give government part of the money I'm making. It says, someone said, can I open for kids that are below 18? Yes, you can. You're going to open a custodian account, meaning you're going to be managing the account, but the kids will be the beneficiary of this account. So you can, when you're opening it, it's going to ask for your social insurance number, ask for the social insurance number of your kids, and there's a way to open it. It's not like the way you open the regular account. You have to choose it that you're doing it as a custodian. So yes, it can. And once they are 18, you can move it over to them. Can one pay through register? E-transfer, Godwin. Okay. Can you send me a private message? Are you on the WhatsApp group? Can you send me a private message, Godwin? Because if you want to pay through e-transfer, that means we have to give you like an Interact account, right? And I would not love to share our Interact accounts online. But if you're still on the call, Godwin, if you can send me a private message, then I can share the Interact details with you. Okay. I think that's the last. Sifawu, please, can people that have paid for church or chore, but somebody has unmuted, that have paid, you give your details like masterclass. Will you give your details like masterclass? Let me read the question again.
What do you want?
Just a minute. I want to read that question again. Somebody is saying, how do I join the WhatsApp group? Okay. Before I go ahead, let me just post the WhatsApp group link. Just a minute. I'm trying to post the WhatsApp group link so that people that want to join the WhatsApp group, maybe you didn't join before, you can join the WhatsApp group link. So someone is saying, where do I get the Someone is saying, how do I get the link to pay? Okay, I think it's already lost in the message. But I'll post it shortly. Meeting room. So for you that want to join the WhatsApp group, I just posted the WhatsApp group link. Please join using that link to join the WhatsApp group. If you're not on our WhatsApp group, please join using that link. Then I'm going to post the link for you to join. If you want to go ahead with the program, with our Diaspora Investor Program, you can join using this link. So now I think I still have about 5 to 6 questions I need to answer. So for people that have joined paid but want detailed training, will you give details like masterclass for Cho cohorts? So yes, this one is, I don't know how to put it now. So what you'll be getting with these courses, aside from the recorded video, you will get access to 4 live classes you can come to with your questions. Like I said, it's going to be 2 weekends, Saturday, Sunday. We are done. However, you still have access to the community. Post your question at any time on the community. We would answer you. We will not just leave you out there because we know you're starting, right? It's a foundation. You're just building the foundation. So there will be time you want to ask questions. Just post it. We can definitely walk you through. So you will get more details. Definitely, you will. I hope I answered your question, though. Okay.
You didn't answer my question. What I'm asking that we pay a lot to be in that group.
Oh,
but I'm
yes.
so this kind, I know you have details you want to give in this new group. Paying, you are expecting something. So are we in that access to have this kind?
Have you gone through my module on Cho?
Yes.
Everything you're getting in Cho, I can guarantee you is what you'll be getting in this course.
Yeah, that's what I want, because I don't
have like the private
I'm already in Cho. I want to know that, do I still have to pay this?
No. Yeah. Because what's the art I pour in Cho, you see the way I pour my art out in this webinar today. It's the same way I pour it out in Cho. It's the same way I'm pouring it out in this other one, right? Okay. But the difference between Cho and this is, some people don't want those plenty courses. They just want, I want to invest, right? That is why this course is different, because I'm just talking about investing. It's not talking about, oh, come and learn how to do Canva. Come and learn how to, because some people don't want those other ones. That is why this course. But everything in Cho, if you go to Cho, you will see my dividends budgeting templates there. You will see my 20 packs of dividend paying stocks there. I pour my art there. Like, I don't like to gatekeep.
Yeah, so, that's why I want to know, so that I'm not just paying for this and
find
out that
the only difference is, the only difference is you will not get the community, and Cho is not that I'm not there every time.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not there every time. But anytime I'm coming to class, you will always be able to get me in class in Cho.
We can give you questions like this in the class whenever you are.
Yes, we're in my last class. I had a class on the 15th.
I was in your class last time too. Yeah.
So you can ask your question. Don't worry.
So if one paid for this class now that you gave us the link to pay, are we going to have access to this Cho you're talking about?
No. Cho is another platform. So Cho is a platform where we host 17 different skills. So maybe I should even put it out there. It's a platform where we host 17 different skills. So you're learning how to invest, you're learning how to manage your money, you're learning new skills that you can put out in the market. But Cho is $300. It's a one-time fee as well. You will learn all those 17 skills in that community. So if you want to join Cho, it is $300. But you have access to all those courses, all those other Jara, and will come as live class as well to teach. So that is Cho. It's a community. It's different from just coming to learn how to invest.
Can you post the link to it here?
Sure.
Can give you my link.
Don't give them your link.
Also, this one you said it's 147. We are seeing 200 and something. I don't know if there is any issue with it or something like that.
207. Where? On the
link that you post, I clicked on it. It's showing me 200 and 97 special introductory rates.
297. Let me open that link. Sorry, anybody that has paid, did you pay more than
Yes.
147 USD?
Oh,
Okay,
It's
I paid
USD.
147. I paid 147.
Yeah. So it should be
Oh,
147 USD because
Why
it's
is
not
yes.
only
it?
Canada. It's a universal cost, right? So it's not
Oh, are
only.
we
You have
paying
told us now.
USD? It's not
Yes.
Canadian.
No, it's
Oh.
not Canadian. It's
Lord have mercy. You
147.
should give
You
the
should have
rate in
told us.
Canadian. Ha.
Because
No,
when
now.
I
Sorry,
read
okay.
now, I saw
If
something
it were to
else.
be Canadian dollars, I would have put it there. Anything can. Okay, I'm sorry about that, but it is USD. It is not Canadian. It is not Canadian dollars. It is USD
Okay,
because
okay,
it's,
but even
it's
at
not
that,
meant for only
even at,
Canada.
the link is still showing 297 USD. Is that what it's supposed to be showing? I don't know.
No, it's not.
This is USD now. It's not. It's not.
So will you allow to pay 147 when you are paying instead of
No.
297?
So no, let me open it and see. It's not supposed to
Okay.
show you 247. Let me just
No,
share my
it's showing
screen.
297. So if you can
Okay,
check
let me
that.
just a minute. I'm trying to open the link
The
on my
last
system.
link that you sent.
The last one I sent. Oh, really?
Even the first one. Yeah, it's still showing 297.
Just a minute. I'm just trying to try it because some people already paid for. Let me. It's showing 147 now. Abi?
I can screenshot it on my end. I don't know why it's showing me that. I'll send it to you.
So let me share my screen. Once you click on that link, it should ask you to put your name, your email, and you click on next. It will show you two options, 147 and $100. So the 147 is the full-time payment, and it's even showing the USD. Like it's showing USD 147. So if you want the full payment, 147.
Yeah, look at what I'm seeing.
Let me see. Can I transfer my mutual fund
I
to
just
ATM?
sent you a screenshot of that page now. It's showing me 297.
Okay. Just a minute. Sorry, let me just answer Bookie. Bookie iPhone, you said, what is the name on the WhatsApp? If it's the general WhatsApp, it's going to be Wealth Vibe. If you have paid, the WhatsApp that you join is the Diaspora Investor. I'm trying to open what you send about. Oh, yours, it's just, this one is not the payment part. You have to scroll to the payment part. It's just saying that this is the offer, but we're giving you a discount, right? Like I said, we're giving you a discount. You're not going to be paying the amount on the cost. So if you scroll down, you will see the place where it says pay. Click on it and put your email, your details. Click on next. When you go to the next page, it's going to show you 147. Okay. So do we still have questions coming in? Benga, can you confirm if you're able to join? Toyin. Okay, Toyin, let me send you a message. Toyin, let me respond to you. So yeah, I just sent you a direct message. Do we still have questions? Or did I answer the questions? Can I pay through e-transfer? Godwin, I'm sending you a private message as well. I'm giving you the Interact details on the private message. But note that what we're paying is 147 USD. So if you're doing
Automatically or hello?
Yes, sir.
Does the account, when you are paying, how does the conversion happen?
It's automatic. It's a card now.
So once you pay, it's just as if you're buying something on Amazon US, you're buying something in USD. It will convert it automatically. It's your bank that will do the conversion.
No, what I mean, how much do I put there because we are in Canada? That's what I'm saying.
You put that amount in USD.
So you don't need to put any amount. Once you click on, when you open it,
right? Oh, it's set up already.
Yeah, it's already set up. So you don't need to put any amount.
Okay.
Yeah, look at this.
Okay.
Full payment. Yeah, 140.
Oh, okay.
USD. Instead of USD.
Okay. Okay. No worries.
Yes, but Adebukola, it's in USD.
Yeah, what do they pay now? Get paid. I'm gonna
Can I, Stephen? Okay, I'm going to send you a private message, Stephen. So do we still have questions? The replay will be available for the next 48 hours. Maybe you want to decide, you want to discuss with your spouse. The replay will be available for the next 48 hours. So don't worry, you will take the right step towards your 2026 journey. So please, if you do interact, please, for those people that are asking for interact, if you do interact, because you're not paying through the system is not going to capture you. Please send me a private message. If you do interact, I won't have your details, right? Send me a private message, please, so that we can add you to the system. Please, if you're still here, if you're doing interact, please send me a private message. Send me like on my WhatsApp. Send my WhatsApp is there. Like I'm the admin on the WhatsApp. Send to that admin number on the WhatsApp a private message so that we can add you to the group. Please, we will not have your details. Please share the replay. Sure, Adebukola, you will get the replay. So did we gain something from this class today? Is there anybody that want to share? Like, did you gain something from this class today? Stephanie, I shared the WhatsApp group. Are you able to join? Please confirm if you could not join. Drop the link for registration in the group. Sure, I will do that. How can I check if my Wealthsimple have beneficiaries? Go to the settings. You'll be able to see if it has beneficiaries. Okay. Please send you. Okay. So is there anybody that wants to share? Give me feedback now. Is there anybody that wants to share? Did you get something in this class today? Yeah. Okay, Shitu wants to share. Let me unmute Shitu.
Yeah, first of all, I would like to thank you. This is a very rare knowledge you have shared with us. And then I believe a lot of Nigerians, a lot of Africans here are just working 9 to 5, working 2 jobs, 3 jobs. They don't know other form of income they can get from this that you have shared. So we still need you to go out there on Instagram and advertise yourself. And not only Instagram, there are so many groups, African groups in Canada, especially in Ontario, that you can reach out to. They have zero knowledge about investment. And I'm passionate about what you are doing too. Only that I'm not at your level, but we need to explain to people, especially Africans. And then when you look at the credit card debt, the ratio, you see Africans are the one topping. They are owing $20,000, $30,000. They don't even know how this system works. You are just in debt for the rest of your life. Are you not thinking of how to get extra income, how to leave the poverty line? So you still need to reach out to a lot. I really appreciate what you are doing. I've gained a lot from your training. I know a little bit before, but not like what you have explained in detail now. So thank you very much. And I will also do one thing for you. I will try to explain and bring more people into this group. They need to understand, they need to listen to this. This is very important. We cannot continue to be enslaving ourselves in this country. We need to be in the group too, in the wealthy group. If we are not all that wealthy, at least we need to be able to say, okay, we are using our income from real estate investment to pay our bills. not from
That's
our
true.
9 to 5 job. So
Mhm.
these are ways we can look. There are ways we can look at this. I've spent a lot of money looking for training, looking for ways to get extra income. I've been duped, a lot of times. So I'm very fortunate to have seen your adverts in Instagram and believing in you that, okay, let me just click on. I think this lady is from Nigeria. Let me just click. I did a training 3 months ago, which from Nigerian lady, her name is Financial Jennifer, trying to explain to us how to invest in Nigerian market. But I'm saying, okay, how come we don't have anybody explaining the Canadian market? So I now bump into your Instagram page, and I'm lucky to have been able to see that. Thank you very much for all you do. I promise you one thing today. I'm going to canvas for you, explain to other immigrants that you don't know what you are missing out, and give them your link to join on Instagram so that they can do the next cohort with you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much. Like that means a lot to me. Just like you said, we Africans, we don't know. It's the sad. As when I saw that record, like a lot of people can make money from here, but the only thing we know is the traditional real estate, right? Because that is what is applicable to from where we're coming. Nobody talks about REIT in Nigeria, right? Everybody wants to build a house, you put a tenant there, and that is the notion we're bringing to this place. But we need to understand that there are other ways. Before you save up that 50,000, that 5 years you're using to save up that 50,000 to do down payment for a rental property, use that as you're saving it, be making more money. It helps your money to grow. Just imagine you put 10,000 in the market and you make $1,000 off as income every year. You already have 11,000, which reduces the number of years you can even use to save towards your traditional building, right? So thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate the comments. And I appreciate the fact that you're going to canvas for other people. The truth is, the wealth is much. Let's make it together. 9 to 5 cannot make us financially free. And once we have that understanding, we're on our way to building wealth. Okay, so I think there are no more questions. If joining first, what do I need to do? Just joining, what do I need to do? Okay, so are you joining did you join the program, the Diaspora Investor? If you join the Diaspora
Capital
Investor,
and interest growth on it is that.
if you join the Diaspora Investor, please join the WhatsApp group from the thank you page. And once you join the WhatsApp group, classes start next week. We're going to have I'm going to send updates on the group, right? You also get emails sent to you. But classes starts next week, Saturday, we start our class. Okay. Restoration Christian says, thank you. Thank you so much for joining.
Hi, please, I have a question. When you have that TFSA you're using to invest, and you're in need of money, you can put money at any time from that web simple, right? It's your money, no tax,
It's your
no
money.
implication.
No.
It's
And
your
then you
money.
can start investing again, right? Okay.
So TFSA, I tell people that TFSA is just like your savings account. It's just giving you a tax shelter. So you can put money in today and say, oh, the next 10 minutes, I need my money. TFSA will not hold it, right? You sell your investment and you get your money back from the market. Okay, so thank you so much for joining. I hope I was able to answer your questions. I hope the time we used together on this webinar, it's like this is our longest webinar we've ever had, but it was fun. It was fun having you in the class. It was fun pointing out out there for you. I hope you gained something from this class. That is the most important thing, that you're going to go and implement what you've gained from this class. Like I said, if you're not doing anything, please open that brokerage account. Be seeing it. Every day you open your app, be seeing it so that it tells you, it sends that signal to you that I need to start investing. And the truth is, you can't go wrong with investing. You can go wrong with trading, day trading. I buy now, I sell now. You can go wrong with it. But you can't go wrong with investing if you have a clear plan. So, yes, so I would, if you have questions, leave it in the chat. If you've not joined our chat, please join the chat, join the WhatsApp group. It will always be in the mails you've received. Please join the WhatsApp group. As for those that have taken the next step further, please, you're welcome. You're welcome to the community. We're in the ride. Right? Let's make 2026 very fun. And for those that says, okay, if you want the church community, I posted it. But if you want to learn more about the church community, send me a private message because I will not put church on my group, right? The group is just for investors. So if you want to learn more about the church community, send me a private message because you can make money from the church community as well. As many people that you refer to the community, you make 70% commission of their money. So that is another way for you to make money. So if you want to learn more, send me a private message. So thank you so much.
How do we send you a private message? Is it from this Zoom?
No, send me on my phone. Send it to the admin on the group. Are you on the WhatsApp group?
Yeah, the WhatsApp group that linked to this Zoom.
That's right. So send me the admin on that group. Send a message to that admin.
Okay. So
Yes,
another question is this payment. Do you give receipt on it?
You will get your receipt. If you pay on the website, like on the website, you will get your receipt. You will get your receipt emailed to you.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So do we have any other question? Okay. If we do not have any question, I think we can call it a day. Thank you for a day. Thank you for having me. Thank you for spending your time with me this afternoon. It means a lot. Please implement what we've said in this meeting so that you don't have to go to another webinar, right? Don't just keep going to webinars. Any little thing you pick, that is the way I learn. If I go to a webinar, even if everybody is saying nothing is in that webinar, I try to pick one thing from it and I try to implement. I'm a step ahead of somebody that has not implemented. So try to be a step ahead of somebody that has not implemented. So thank you.
I have a very quick question, please.
Yes,
you know, with
the
Wealth Simple, you said in terms of trying to get the best out of your savings, you should first TFSA is the one you could utilize first, followed by RRSP before you then go to a non-registered account, which will then be taxable. Is that correct?
Yes, so not complete, not 100%. So TFSA guaranteed. Please utilize the TFSA. Now, if you want to utilize your RRSP, you need to understand that you're saving for retirement.
Okay.
You understand? So if you're saving towards retirement, then your next best option will be RRSP. So let's even say I want to start saving for retirement now. I want to say, okay, every month I want to be putting $200 aside for my retirement. I won't use TFSA. I will go straight to my RRSP because my goal is retirement and the best account to use is my RRSP. But if I'm saving for, I would need the money the next 3 years, I will need the money the next 1 year, then I will stay with TFSA. Okay. Then if I've exhausted my TFSA, I can now go to tax-free savings account. And I'm not saving towards retirement, I can go to tax savings account.
So does that mean if I have an existing RRSP somewhere else, I can pull it here and use it for investment? Okay.
Yes, you can, or you can open another RRSP. Like I said, it doesn't matter the number of accounts you have.
As long as you stay within your limit.
As long as you're within your limits. Canada they're not particular about the account, they're particular about the limits. So as long as you don't exceed your limit, and how do you know your limits? Log into your RRSP. Log into your, the way you check for your limits is log into your CRA account. You will see your limits. It will tell you your limits. So nobody will tell you, oh, you have 7,000. What if you've used 1,000 sometime that you didn't remember? Because the truth is, if you exceed your limits, the tax is crazy. If you exceed your limit, let's say you have 7,000 room and you decide to put 8,000, the tax is crazy. So that is why check your CRA, log into it. What is my limit? And you'll be able to get your limit.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, somebody said, what is the limit? Like I said, log into your CRA account. If you're in Canada, you will see your limits there. Okay. So can we call it a day now? So thank you so much. If you have any other question, leave it in the group. The replay will be available to you. It will be sent to your email. I'll also put it in. I'll put the link, the replay link in the group if you want to replay, just to rewatch it over and over again. So thank you. And as many that have taken the step further, thank you for joining the community. For those that are still thinking, you have 48 hours. You have 48 hours to think and join the community, right? At that price. If you're not joining within 48 hours, it goes back to the regular price of 247. Okay.
Sorry, Sifawu.
Yes, ma'am.
Please, the email said I was, or was it in the email? I think there was something about some chats would be sent, but the email was just the receipt. So is there going to be another email?
Yeah, I'll send you another email that tells you welcome to the community. But did you join the WhatsApp group? Okay. Did you join the new WhatsApp group?
Yes, on the
okay. You're fine.
link.
Yeah.
Okay, so
even if you
okay.
Yeah, you get another email for the welcome group, welcome email, and it will tell you the schedule. Like it will tell you when classes will be. Like I said, it's going to be next week, Saturday, Sunday, but just an official email to welcome you to the community. You will get that. Then now that you're in the WhatsApp group, you will be able to get more information in the WhatsApp group as well.
Okay, sorry, at the risk of prolonging this conversation, I understand that you said the limit is on my CRA. What if I don't have a CRA, and is it for the RRSP that you're referring to, or the TFSA? I thought you were talking about a limit or a limit for people with TFSA. Okay.
Okay, don't worry. So it's for TFSA. Are you in Canada?
Yes.
So why don't you have a CRA? You've not paid taxes?
No, I'm new.
You're new. Yes, but do you get any government benefits?
No. So I'm on the work permit. I don't know if that means anything.
And that means they've been paying taxes on your behalf now, right? So what you would do in your case, what you do in your case, especially if you've received at least one payment, right? You can call CRA. You can call them that, okay, this is my situation. I want to know my limits. Or you can call them, there's a PIN they will give you for you to open your CRA account. Because you're going to fight taxes next year. Either you work or you don't work. You're in Canada, you're above 18, you fight taxes. You fight zero. I didn't work last year. You must fight that taxes, right? And you need a CRA to file tax. You need your CRA account to fight tax.
All right,
right?
thank you.
So you can just call them that, okay, this is my situation. I want to know my contribution room. I know once you land in Canada, you start getting the contribution room for that year. So this year, our contribution room is 7,000. So, but I would advise you still confirm from CRA. So just give them a call.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Bye.
Okay, so I think we need to end the class now. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the other side. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, Sifawu.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much for joining. Thank you.